Uh,
Well, today is our first show,
yeah,
right?
that's it.
Our
Random.
first random.
Yeah.
My name is Andrea Luciano Colandrea.
And I'm John Noah Pertu.
Welcome. So, this idea came about with me and John, and we met inside of you could call it spiritual seminar. And even though we're from different, uh, you know, take on different practices, but we come together, we believe in the inner journey, and that's what has gotten us together. And we just it was calling to us to start a YouTube series, to make a difference on this journey for ourselves and for the audience. So where we're going with this, we have no idea. That's what makes it so great, right?
Yeah.
Because that's life, it's journey. Like whatever happened yesterday up to this moment is gone. It's a figment of our imagination. It doesn't exist. It's an illusion, right? So even meeting John, what I know about John up to yesterday is actually just created by the human mind. Tomorrow hasn't even happened. The next minute has not. So this audio, this video is actually perfect. We're starting out of nothing, and the brain wants to go like, oh, Andre, I have a little cold today. Oh, you don't look as good. We should have a different lighting, different background.
I wish I had bigger biceps right now.
Exactly. I wish I was taller. I wish this chair wasn't broken.
Is it really?
Yeah, what's awesome about this, let's we get a different chair.
Okay.
Or else we could send the video
I gave you that on purpose to make this funny.
Something is in the space we need to give you a chair to Paul.
There you go.
Okay, so we have a different chair. We're here again. So John.
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for bringing us the tripod. We just got together, created it. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. If we do nothing else, it's freaking awesome right here. Okay,
Yeah.
how to create a YouTube video out of nothing.
Like you're saying, being in the moment, just being here right now with what is, not thinking about, how am I going to edit this video and what just happened on the road before I got here, what happened when I was 6 years old. I think that's what our brain does to us, and then it blinds us from the present moment to just, be there. And I think that's what it is. Like, you wanted to make this video because it's like there might be a reflection of myself out there that needs help, that needs some clarity, needs something that resonates. And that's what's happened to me. I'm sure that's happened to you. You've met people, or you've watched a video that resonated with you, and to allow us to dig a little deeper.
Because, we could come to this discussion, like, for example, as I was coaching a few people today, and they came in, my boyfriend, and blah, 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 blah. So, I didn't want to interrupt them.
Yeah.
Right? It was a different setup, right? I was coaching them, and, but if we were in this conversation, which we were not, right? I would have said, okay, whatever her name is, let's say her name is Jennifer. I would have said, Jennifer, do you choose to be in the now, right now? And then she would have had to make a choice. Because evidently she was not in that moment. She was into, my boyfriend did this, he did it for the last 5 years, I got to leave him, even though she hasn't left him, and blah, 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 blah. So she was bringing in it, then, right?
Yeah.
So rather than, okay, forget about what happened 5 years ago, but whatever happened even last night with your boyfriend and today, and your thoughts about it, they're gone. He doesn't even exist. Nothing exists. Nothing. There's just now. So by choice, this person, Jennifer, maybe, and again, listen, we're on a journey, me and John here, just like you guys. There is no difference between me and John. We're just two ordinary guys, right? And we're just on a journey. And, this YouTube is the experience the journey, this moment. What happened a moment ago when we first shut down the, this iPhone, that's gone. It's not, that's past. But this moment, and I just passed, and the next moment, it's happening. So then we spoke about choice. So how does choice look like for someone that their name is not Jennifer? It could be Stephanie, it could be Tony, that right now they're like, fucking, this happened last night. My husband did this, my boss did this, my finances, which I could identify right now. I'm in this situation and really bringing that, which is very human, right? Having been on a journey myself for quite many, years, I get that that's the default. I cannot, all my training, the meditation, whatever it is, that default is always with me, especially if I'm not in a state of meditation, which is, I can't meditate 24 hours a day. I mean, not that I ever tried, right? So I find that the default is always trying to figure something out, or like, I got to pay the bills, whatever, I need to get divorced, I need to get married. My brain is always going on like that. So, if someone even wants to attempt being in the moment, I think what's coming up for me, what I'm hearing, there has to be a choice. In other words, if somebody comes in and goes, well, I got abused as a child, and my father did this to me, my mother did this to me, and the president did this to me, and last night somebody cut me up, that moment, this moment is not available. What are you getting out of that? And again, we're just talking. I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? One thing I like to say in my coaching and on the journey that I've been on for the last 20 years, anytime I begin coaching anyone or have any discussion with anyone, even when I met John, I said, the most important thing for you to remember out of everything that I said is one thing: everything that comes out of my mouth, take it that it's not the truth. Don't take it as if it's the truth. So we'll take the ego out. If it speaks to you, it speaks to you, right? If it doesn't, it doesn't, rather than it has to be this way. I think a journey is a very personal thing. Everybody's in their own inquiry. So this is just a conversation. And what we're doing on this YouTube is basically conversations. Where are we in the journey? What are the struggles in the journeys? Where are we? Up, down? What are different methods, strategy, what works, what doesn't work? I know me and John come from different places. Which my name is Aundre, I'm in the food business. I have a pizzeria restaurant for the last 32 years, even though for the last 10, 15 years I've done coaching on and off. I actually coach now and have been on a journey, which I call the journey, for the last 20 years. But I'm really a pizza man, right? And that's what I do. And John, but then again, doesn't matter what I do. I'm a pizza man, construction worker, psychologist, whatever that is, I am on that journey, right? There could be people out there, they're truck drivers, they're psychologists, well, it doesn't matter really, right? But something that attracted me to John, that is our common denominator, is that we both on a journey. So, and the reason I say this is because when I heard what John did, I was like, this guy is on a journey. If you got that someone, let's say somebody came in right now, right? And we're like, Aundre, you're very ugly, right? Like, I don't like your hat, and this pink shirt that I took so much time in finding it. By the way, it's an order, because I'm really proud of it, because I am human, right?
Watch out. Yeah,
this is a Calvin Klein shirt. So I took like a lot of effort, because I am human. Just because we're making this YouTube doesn't mean I'm not human, right? So I take this time to find all of this. And now someone comes in here, right? Could be like even a hot girl that says, Aundre, I got to tell you, you're one of the ugliest guys I ever met, right?
Yeah.
So, and like, we didn't even invite her, right?
Yeah.
You're right. We're just trying to have a video, right? On the transformation, right? She's just coming in, interrupting the video, and like, who even asked her, to say, Aundre, you're ugly, right? And then she'll start this drama, like, you're ugly, I could prove it, you're Italian, and, you're making a YouTube video, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Johnny's much skinnier than you, your diet that you're not doing is not working, all of these things that really would piss me off, because, of course, I'm human. I want to hear, Aundre, you're the best looking guy in the world, right? Okay. So now I would say, okay, I need to create boundaries, because she wasn't invited, right? But what if, like, the conversation of we really would get, not intellectually, but really, like, really get it, like let's assume that this chair, actually they don't see it. I'm sitting on a chair. So this chair that I'm knocking on right now, in the human reality, I could say, and forget about quantum physics, because my friend Bob from quantum physics will argue that this chair is not even real. So let's just put that on the side for now, right? So let's just say that this chair, for the most humans, is real. In other words, I'm sitting on it, I'm not falling, right? So that we really would get that clear that every single human on earth, not everyone except my father, you get it? And Jennifer that came in and called me ugly. No, but every single human on earth is perfect. If I really got that, would Jennifer really bother me?
No.
I wouldn't even need the boundaries. So you see, this is my challenge with boundaries. And I believe boundaries for me is necessary, being on this journey too, because one thing that I've done when I first came into recovery 20 years ago, I got like what they call the pink cloud. And I was like, oh my God, I love everybody. And then after like a month, I started fighting with people, like cursing at them. And I'm like, what happened? In other words, I wasn't ready.
There's more learning.
Yeah, and I wasn't ready, even though my heart wanted to love everybody.
Yeah, you weren't there.
I wasn't, in other words, I couldn't, in other words, these people were pissing me off. And I didn't have the tools to clear it, right? So I didn't have meditation. I didn't have 12-step programs. For those of you that know 12-step programs, to, you know, we call it the step number 10, you know, step inventory step. I didn't have all these steps. So in other words, people will be like, Audrey, I don't like your hat. Okay, I love you, brother. Audrey, I don't like your hair. Okay, I love you, brother. Audrey, you're alive. Okay. And then one day I just blew up, right? So I started to get, I need some boundaries here. And that's what boundaries are necessary. But, you know, fast forward 20 years later now, and I still utilize boundaries because even today, 20 years later, I'm still human. And I'm affected to get that, let's call it a concept, right, of everybody's perfect. For me to really get it, a lot of things affect that, for me getting that. Am I sick? Am I tired? Am I overwhelmed? All of that, because as a human being, I go into flight or fight. I go into self-defensive mechanism. So if I'm in a self-defensive mechanism, I'm scared. I'm afraid of you. You could hurt me, you see? So my ability for me to offer that to the world, that you are perfect, does not exist. But let's say that I meditated and I really, really got it, like as clear as this chair, that everybody's perfect. If someone came in here and said, Audrey, I don't know you, but I just want to voice my opinion. I don't like you, and I think you should be expelled from America, and blah, 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 blah. If I really got that person was perfect, I'd be like, wow, I got that. Thank you. Not you know, saying thank you, but deep inside having that hatred, but really from one human being to another, like, thank you. And see, and thank you for being perfect. And thank you for being perfect on that journey. And in that journey, she needed to say whatever it is that she had to say. Now, can you imagine the freedom? That we really got it, not as a concept, everybody's perfect, but really like, holy shit, yes, yes. When I came into recovery 20 years ago, I hated my father. You know, my father, like, I'm sure I'm not the only one, you know, he didn't sexually abuse me or anything, but, you know, he threatened to kill me and my mother, you know, numerous times. And, you know, and I remember he used to say, you're not good enough, blah, blah, you know, and I hated him for years. You know, even when I started my journey in recovery, you know, then I was like, okay, you know, I guess I got to try to love him. But it was fake. But when I did the inside work, and I, you know, in the 12-step, we call it, you know, there's 12 steps. I don't know if, for those of you not familiar with the 12-step, we have different steps. There's 12 of them. And step number 4 is to take your own inventory, your own moral inventory. When I started to take my own inventory, I started to get, wow, Aundre, you're not as nice as you, as you think you are, right? You are one evil son of a gun at times, you know, like I didn't see that, you know?